You know what's fascinating, guys? We're pretty much living in the cable TV era once again. You no longer can binge TV shows. You have to wait 3 months for the entire season to come out. You've had to pay an increase in subscription model. You have to pay for 6 streaming services if you want to watch what you want to watch. And you end up paying around $100 to $200 a month if you actually want to watch some of the best shows online. A lot of these services, even if you do pay, you have ads infiltrating them, like Amazon Prime, and even Apple TV has ads for its own shows. Things like Netflix upcharge you for more members, and they charge you for better quality. So yeah, welcome to 2025, I guess, the future of digital content. Feels a lot like 2000 when you had to pay your cable TV provider $200 a month to get the best channels, right? And it had ads, and you had to wait weeks just to see your favorite show. The only difference now is you get to watch it whenever you want, which I guess is a plus. But with all that in mind, internet piracy is actually on the rise. You heard me. It's getting better. I guess it could be getting better. But more importantly, it's getting bigger than ever. And I think it's a combination of the factors I already discussed. But in this video, we'll dive deep into the data and decide how big it's getting and why. Just to be clear, guys, in this video, I do not encourage piracy. I don't pirate myself, and I only download legal Linux ISOs and copyright-free material. Always check with the local laws and regulations in your country. But if you guys are looking to protect your anonymity at large, not necessarily due to torrenting or piracy, I recommend using a VPN. Go to goodpricevpn.com to get 4 extra months on a VPN as well as 80% off. There's some really good deals going on right now, and you can find links on that website to all my VPN guides and tutorials. So guys, in 2020, there was only around 130 billion visits to kind of various piracy platforms, which is a lot, but it's kind of died down since the early days. But in 2024, there was over 216 billion visits. So just in 4 years, the visits to piracy websites have doubled. That's not a typo. To put that into perspective, roughly 24% of all internet bandwidth in 2023 was consumed by illegal streaming and downloads. So the economic impact could be anywhere between 29 billion and 71 billion in lost revenue in the US alone. And globally, it could be anywhere from 40 to 97 billion dollars a year lost to piracy. So good job, streaming services. You're really making people not want to do piracy. And I think one of the big reasons is this. You have Disney Plus, Paramount, Peacock, HBO Max, Apple TV, Amazon Prime Video, Hulu, Discovery. There's so many different services. And they each have like deals with each different platform. So if you want to watch each one, you're going to be paying anywhere from $200 to $300 a month. Not only that, but it's just confusing understanding which platform has the stuff that you want to watch. It requires like 10 minutes of research every time you want to watch a new show. If you want to watch Star Wars, you got to subscribe to Disney Plus. If you want to watch the Marvel movies, but maybe you want to watch the UFC fights that they now partnered with Paramount Plus, but maybe they don't have all the fights on there that you want, so you're going to have to pay pay-per-view. Not only that, but let's say you want to watch a specific show on Netflix. You find out that it's only available on the UK version of Netflix. This is where VPNs come in play, actually. VPN users can't bypass geo-restrictions. So let's say you're in the UK, you want to watch HBO Go Max or whatever the fuck it's called nowadays. They changed the name 10 times. That's also a problem. You can actually use a VPN to hop your location and access these things. So VPNs actually alleviate some of the pain points, but at the same time, those pain points still exist, and some people don't even want to bother with them. So regional licensing is another huge annoyance overall. I already vaguely mentioned it, but affordability is a big thing too. Netflix used to be around $9 in 2015. By 2023, it had almost doubled in price, upcharging for other plans. Apple TV started around $5. It's now around $7 or even more, I do believe, nowadays. So the prices have just slowly been going up and up and up. And largely, I think a lot of platforms like Netflix have kind of supplemented this with kind of crap content, to be honest. I swear on Netflix, there's like 10 to 15 reality shows of people just dating, blind dating, marrying the person that, they sat next to at the bus for 5 minutes, and then the drama ensues and it's all scripted, right? That's not even to mention the ads. You're paying $15 a month and watching ads. Amazon Prime is probably the worst for this. You'll see ads like every 10 to 15 minutes. It gives me PTSD to my cable TV days. And guess what? With piracy, nowadays you could simply stream content or download content and keep whatever you want. You don't have ads. You don't have to worry about where it's hosted. You don't have to, you could just wait till the show's out. You don't have to upcharge this and that. You don't have to subscribe to all these things. So I could see why people would do it, even though it's not legal. But it's not just an American phenomenon where people are pirating. United States and India are roughly tied as the top sources of piracy traffic, each accounting for around 11% of global visits. But we've seen huge increases in India's piracy traffic, surging over 80% in a single year. As more people come online, they simply find that streaming content is just too expensive. Europe actually leads in per capita piracy, around about 34 visits per person annually. In Sweden, 25% of people admit to watching pirated content, with the highest rates among 15 to 24-year-olds. These aren't technologically unsophisticated users. They know how to do it and don't really mind doing it. I think fundamentally that piracy is not a pricing issue. I think it's a service issue. I think the convenience factor can be worth it to people, but simply it's not there anymore. For example, when Spotify first came around and virtually offered any music you want for a reasonable monthly free, piracy plummeted. When Netflix was the streaming service with so many good shows, think Orange is the New Black era, video piracy declined dramatically as well. Give people a good service with a good price and they will gladly pay for it instead of pirating it. I think the entertainment industry is realizing a new truth. When something becomes too expensive and inconvenient, people will simply search elsewhere. I think the streaming industry is at a crossroads. They can't continue down this path of more platforms, higher prices, more restrictions, more ads, and they'll continue to watch piracy go up as well as they do all these things as users adapt. Some analysts suggest that even converting a small fraction of pirates back to paying customers could reclaim billions. So I don't understand really what these people are doing. Maybe some of these people should team up. Maybe you should be able to get various streaming packages included with others so you could reduce your cost. Maybe Amazon should stop shoving ads in our mouth. And maybe they should release seasons a little quicker. When the hell did the last season of The Boys come out anyways? I think streaming platforms have created this problem themselves. They got greedy and now they're being punished by consumers choosing other options, whether that is legal or not. They may be shocked that piracy is back, but they really shouldn't. The data tells us that piracy isn't really about theft. It's about service, and it's about people wanting to watch what they want to watch at a price that makes sense. When legal options fail to deliver that, people do find alternatives. And I'm not telling you to pirate content. What I am telling you is that the options for protecting your privacy online have gotten pretty good, and the streaming services have gotten pretty bad. The streaming wars were supposed to be good for consumers. Instead, they've turned into exactly what we tried to escape when cutting the cable. Ads, crappy content, tons of services we don't want to subscribe to, and Stranger Things really isn't out yet. When was the last season out? I don't even think I could grow a beard then. Anyways, guys, thanks for this check on privacy, piracy in the streaming landscape. Let me know what you thought of this video, and I'll see you again very soon.